Fourth, we have Bruno Vilarasau, Director of B2B Digital Services and Public Sector in the Mediterranean region at Telefónica. Prior, as he was a B2C Director in Catalonia, he managed channel sales and local marketing in Movistar. Thank you, Bruno. Your turn.
Thank you very much. We're going to be talking today about smart cities, and the approach that we are doing is based on the actual implementation of this. And just to give you a little idea, the way that we have changed our behaviors and the way we communicate has changed a lot in the last years. We have changed the way that we interact and our lifestyles thanks to technology. And what it's the time for cities to level up to what consumers we are used to. So what is the definition of a smart city? A smart city is a set of solutions, new generation solutions that allow to provide services and to link businesses to the city. It's the networks, it's the infrastructures, and it's the services that are provided in a more intelligent way. The objective is to offer to the citizen better services at a more efficient level. The way we approach it, or to approach it well, you need 4 different individuals to work together through different entities. First, the governments, as they are the ones that set the policy. They have the long-term planning of what is required to offer to the citizens. Obviously, the companies that work, the enterprises that work in the city, because they need to prosper and they need to be in accordance with what is needed for the city. The universities play a big role, as they are the place where more of the thought and the talent is generated. And of course, nothing happens without the citizens. Citizens are the recipients of the services and are the ones that provide the taxes to pay for them. The approach we want to follow, it's on this transformation, is first to remember that we have changed in the sense that all of us now carry a fantastic computer GPS device that gives a lot of information and that allows to access to any types of services. This information is available. This information can be used. This information has value, and the city can work with that information in order to improve the way we do it. Second, it's very important to have a platform that allows you to have an intelligent analysis of the information, that allows you to manage the services, that brings up the connectivity for all the devices and sensors that you may have around the city. It's important that this platform is flexible. The approach we take in Telefónica is to do it with open standards, such as fiber. This way, you allow to grow it faster by using developments done in other cities or allowing people to just log in to your platform. And that is very important because you cannot do it without partners. Oh, it went too fast. Whoop. You have to do it with partners. This doesn't want to stay. That slide doesn't want to stay. They don't want me to talk about any other partners. But you have to do it with partners. In our case, we work with a bunch of important partners, both in consulting. Doesn't want to stay. And we do it with a lot of different partners that bring out value, but in things that our company cannot provide alone. And one important thing that Javier mentioned is the fact that you also need to link with innovation. In the case of Telefónica, we have innovation hubs in 20 countries with 35,000 projects and 500 investments that help build up the capabilities of this smart city. In the case of Valencia, you have another set, the Valencia hub, that can adapt to that. And of course, the universities that I already mentioned. So with all this, we managed to have an easy way to make the cities smart, to give out better services to the connected citizen. And the important thing in this, that this is real. This is real and this is working. Only in Spain, we have over 10 projects in very important cities, such as Seville, Malaga, Cartagena. We have things in small places, like Scalpe. We have new projects coming up in Mallorca. We have another project coming up in Murcia. So this is a reality. And probably one of the biggest realities, the place that we are more happy to explain, is the case of Valencia. So we are really happy that this event is taking place in Valencia, because we have one of the biggest deployment that we have done with, thankfully, with the city of Valencia. And it's a big project. It's a big project because it has the linkage of information and platform to manage many services. I'm not going to go into all, but this is a look, a first look at what is the command center of Valencia City, Smart City service. And it has all the types of information, from local resources to safety, ecology, urban development, as also Anna was saying, citizen participation, mobility, and many things. And this aggregation of information allows the city to create better policy and to understand if the policy is working. One of the objectives that Valencia has in order to reduce contamination and improve the quality of life in the city is to increase the use of bicycles as opposed to cars. Through this information, we can see that actually these policies that they're putting in place are having effect. The transit of bicycle is increased by 30%, and the transit by cars has reduced 10%. This is real data coming from that portal, so it helps really to achieve its goals. So with this panel was asked about privacy and data. As Akan said, there is value in the data, and there is importance on keeping privacy. This slide that I'm going to show you, you're not going to understand anything because it's too crammed. And it's the reality. This is all the data sets that we have in a smart city. Data set about mapping, mobility, security, health, culture, everything. And when you start managing all these data sets, security and privacy becomes a priority. And if you see on these data sets, there are some of them that are darker, because these must comply with the GRDP rules. So you have to keep a system that is able to manage all this complexity while bringing out value. And in this value, as also Akam said, there is an opportunity for the city to give out value to enterprises. Google Maps already takes the information about the buses to offer it to consumers, but there's more information that can be made available and come to better proposals and sharing that it's both beneficial to the city, to some enterprises, and especially to the citizen. So with that, I just wanted to end saying that I'm very glad to be in Valencia, as Valencia is a showcase of what can be done in the smart cities, and that at Telefónica we take a very practical approach to bring the efficiency that technology brings us to make the life at the cities better for the citizen. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Bruno.